Welcome back to Peaceful Presence. In our journey so far, we've explored mindful presence, the power of breath, and bringing mindfulness to everyday activities. Today we're focusing on perhaps the most meaningful application of mindfulness, our relationships with others. Think about the people in your life, family, friends, colleagues, even strangers you interact with briefly. These connections form the tapestry of our human experience. Yet, how often are we truly present in our interactions? We've all had the experience of talking with someone who is not really there. Their eyes dart to their phone, they interrupt before we finish speaking, or they seem to be formulating their response instead of listening to understand. And if we're honest, we've all been that person too. The quality of our presence fundamentally shapes the quality of our connections. When we're distracted, our relationships remain superficial. When we're fully present, even brief interactions can become meaningful. Mindful relating isn't about perfect communication or always saying the right thing. It's about bringing the same quality of attention to our interactions that we bring to our breath or daily activities. Open, curious, and non-judgmental awareness. Let's explore 3 dimensions of mindful relationships: mindful listening, mindful speaking, and mindful conflict. First, mindful listening. True listening is one of the greatest gifts we can offer another person. Yet, it's becoming increasingly rare in our distracted world. To listen mindfully means to listen with your whole being, not just your ears, but your eyes, your heart, and your complete attention. It means temporarily setting aside your own thoughts, judgments, and the urge to fix or solve. Try this practice. The next time someone is speaking to you, notice if your mind is already jumping ahead to what you'll say next. When you catch this happening, gently bring your attention back to their words, their facial expressions, the feeling behind what they're sharing. Listen as if what they're saying is the most important thing in that moment, because to them, it likely is. You might be surprised by how much more you hear and how much more connected the other person feels. Next, mindful speaking. Our words have tremendous power to hurt or heal, to create barriers or build bridges. Speaking mindfully means being conscious of this power. Before speaking, especially in important conversations, try pausing briefly to check in with your intention. Are you speaking to be right, to defend yourself, or to be heard? Or are you speaking to connect, to understand, or to express what's true for you? Notice the tone of your voice, your choice of words, and even the spaces between your words. Sometimes what we don't say is as important as what we do say. Finally, let's talk about mindful conflict. Disagreements and misunderstandings are inevitable in any relationship. Mindfulness doesn't eliminate conflict, but it transforms how we experience it. When conflict arises, our bodies often react as if we're under physical threat. Heart racing, muscles tensing, breath becoming shallow. This fight or flight response hijacks our ability to listen and respond thoughtfully. In these moments, try this. Notice the physical sensations of distress in your body. Take 3 conscious breaths. Remind yourself that disagreement doesn't mean danger. From this more centered place, you can respond rather than react. You can disagree without disconnecting. You can stand firm in your truth while still being open to understanding the other person, his perspective. Let's practice a brief mindful communication exercise together. I invite you to imagine someone you care about sitting across from you right now. As you visualize this person, notice what happens in your body. Is there tension or ease? What emotions arise? Now imagine truly listening to this person, not planning what you'll say next. Not judging their words, just receiving what they share with open attention. Notice how this quality of listening feels in your body. Perhaps there's a sense of openness, curiosity, or connection. Now imagine speaking to this person from your heart, not from reactivity or habit, but from a place of authentic presence. What words emerge when you speak from this place? This quality of presence is available in every interaction, whether with loved ones or strangers. It doesn't require special circumstances or perfect relationships, just your willingness to be fully there. As you move through your week, I invite you to experiment with one aspect of mindful relating each day. Perhaps practice mindful listening during a conversation with a colleague. Notice the quality of your presence during a family meal. Observe how your body responds during a challenging interaction. You might find that even small shifts in how you show up in relationships create noticeable ripples. People feel more heard when you truly listen. Conversations become more meaningful when you speak from presence. Conflicts become opportunities for deeper understanding when approached mindfully. Remember, mindful relationships aren't about perfection. We'll all have moments of distraction, reactivity, and disconnection. The practice is to notice these moments with compassion and gently return to presence again and again. In our next video, we'll explore how to work mindfully with difficult emotions, those challenging inner experiences that so often take us away from the present moment. Until then, I invite you to bring awareness to at least one interaction each day. Notice the difference that your presence makes, not just for others, but for your own experience of connection. Thank you for your presence today. The attention you bring to your relationships changes our world in ways we may never fully know.